Surprise! Today we are talking about yet another thing that Roblox has done. You guys know how it goes. Roblox can literally just breathe and then the Roblox community will be more than ready to jump on that. But the thing we are going to look at today is honestly kinda strange. Like, I don't know why, but I seriously get weird vibes from it. Plus, the title is genuinely not clickbait, and I guess you'll see why in just a short while. But before we get into all of that stuff, hey, you guys know the drill. Please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you are curious about Roblox adding makeup to the platform. So basically, let's travel back in time, specifically to the 14th of February or Valentine's Day. Very cool, very nice. On this day, Roblox created a tweet and attached a link along with that tweet. Want to see more of the things you love in Roblox? Share your favorite games, shows and brands with us in our survey. And you can obviously see that link on the end right there. There is not really a lot to the tweet itself, but that's completely fine. We're about to get all of the information that we need from the survey they created. And perhaps you'll also understand why this survey gives me weird vibes. Either that or I'm literally going to be the only one who feels that way. Anyways, this survey is set out in a text messaging kind of layout thing, and I suppose it's supposed to be a simulation of you texting Roblox your answers to this survey. Sometimes they'll have your replies already written out for you and you just press that button and move on, but then sometimes they'll have you write out your own replies to them. But see here, it starts off with, hey, yeah, you, with that creepy little eyes emoji. Do you like gaming? Thumbs up emoji. And I apologize, but allow me to just point out here that do you like gaming is quite clearly a question, and yet that is an exclamation mark. Minus points for that one, my friends, because I love it. Heart eyes emoji. I also have to say right now that I'm really unhappy with the excessive use of emojis in every single message they send. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about the world of gaming. Why does this sound like a 50-year-old news reporter who's trying to do an interview with a famous YouTuber? But then finally, you interested happy emoji with the first chance for you to reply to them sounds great. Ah, I see how it is. Roblox is one of those types of people. You know, those ones that send what they are trying to say in multiple different messages instead of all in one. Pretty sure we all have that one friend that likes to text like that, and more often than not, I am that friend. Upon clicking sounds great, a little typing text bubble pops up for a few seconds before Roblox spams us with messages once again. Sweet, let's get to know you real quick. Okay, hand emoji. And then right under that is important, surrounded by flashing police light emojis, followed by what I'm assuming is the important thing they are trying to reference. Please do not share any personal information like names, who you are, addresses, usernames, passwords, or any payment info when answering questions today. We'll only be asking for your opinions, and that's all we want. I know they just listed the type of personal information they don't want you to be sharing, but right under this paragraph is a question of them asking for your age. I've seen people say that they chose the option of 10 to 12 years old and then the survey just ends there, so that's kind of mean. But me being the incredibly old person that I just so happen to be, I'm literally just 2 months away from entering that option of 19 to 24 years old. If you guys want to call me a boomer or something, I totally understand. But for right now, I was happy with using the 16 to 18 option as an answer, so I think I'm safe for right now. Still sticking with the whole please don't tell us your personal information, the next question from Roblox is, what part of the world do you live in? And obviously I said Europe because despite what people may think, Brexit did not have the entire UK picking the country up and just moving away from the whole continent of Europe. But here we have the next question, and it's something I'm really struggling to find the relevance of needing to ask this, but I suppose it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference either way. Great, how do you identify? With 5 different options right there. She/her, they/them, he/him, prefer to self-describe, and prefer not to say. Thank you, Roblox. We absolutely love being inclusive, and we really have no choice but to stan. Let's talk games. You love games, right? Controller emoji. Which of these these games do you play at least once every week? You can pick as many as you would like. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the games that show up here are probably different based on the age that you pick, because I doubt this Grand Theft Auto would show up if you tell Roblox you are 5 years old. But anyway, these are all the games, but out of the list they provided, I really only play Roblox and GTA at least once a week, so that's that. Okay, let's talk about the Roblox catalogue first. Which of these catalogue items have you downloaded at least once? Listen, I don't know if I'm just being incredibly stupid here, but I have absolutely no idea what they mean by downloaded. How does one possibly go about downloading an item from the Roblox catalogue? I feel like this is actually a really obvious question, or everyone is just as confused as I am. I mean, either way isn't great. How often do you change the look of your avatar in Roblox? I spent a little longer thinking about this one because it's not really something I have a set time for, and I don't really plan to change how I look on Roblox. It's mostly just if I feel like changing my avatar, I will change my avatar. So I just went with a few times a month. And with this next question, I feel like you guys are going to need to prepare yourselves even more so if you didn't like what the title of this video is suggesting. Because the next question reads, what about makeup? Would you be interested in makeup being an option for your avatar? And that's it. That's the whole entire question about this makeup situation. The only answers are pretty much just yes and no, and I'm not even going to try to hide it. I chose the yes I would option. Because just think about it for a second. Whether I would use the Roblox makeup is a completely different story, but I'm actually very curious just to see how that would go down. Anyway, next up they say, okay, thanks for sharing, you're doing great. And just one set answer of thanks. Before simply telling you that, we are going to be talking about brands next. And this is our first opportunity to type an answer to Roblox instead of multiple choice. But then they ask you if you want to video record yourself answering the next question. To be honest, I think I'll pass on that one. But then they just basically keep going on and on, asking a whole bunch of different questions about food, before finally switching the topic to clothes, which is fine, except they start talking about expensive clothes that not everyone can afford, and then they ask you if you would like to wear the clothes that you can't afford in real life on Roblox instead. Then blah blah blah, a bunch of questions about designer clothes later, and we now seem to be talking about celebrities. Can you imagine Roblox doing a collab with Kim Kardashian? Literally, what information is this survey supposed to be collecting? But then the final topic comes around, and what I'm hoping is gonna be the best one yet, music. The genres I chose include rock, because why not? And then I'm not really a fan of rap or anything close to that, but I had to throw hip hop in there because Hamilton. And finally, I added alternative as my own answer. But here is the moment where the best question in the entire survey and the easiest question for me to answer appeared. Who would you say is your absolute favourite musician / band right now? Look, even if you guys don't know that much about me, you probably know that I absolutely love Panic at the Disco more than anything on this earth. But see, with this question, it seemed to me like they wanted me to pick just one favourite, but God knows that just isn't possible. And so the stan within me jumped out. But then the next question asked for my second favourite artist, and this is where I realised that I had messed up. Oh well, just copy and paste my previous answer and hope no one notices, right? A few final questions and that was the whole survey completed. Can we talk about how awesome you've been for sharing your answers today? The Roblox team is really excited to hear from you. You see, a few moments in there gave me those weird vibes, but overall, I can't lie, I kinda had a pretty fun time going through this survey. Maybe that joy and happiness mostly came from me being able to talk about Panic at the Disco, but it still counts. The whole makeup situation didn't get touched on too much, but honestly, for some reason, I kinda want to see that get added to Roblox in some way. And as for the music side of things, I was obviously very happy to be able to share my favourite artists, but whether I would want to see them in Roblox or collabing with Roblox is a totally different story. Sometimes worlds colliding can be an incredible thing, but sometimes they are better left separated. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this server and Roblox possibly adding makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.